So we see a possible bottom signal on the SPY right after reaching our support level. The support level we have been talking about a lot here on this channel in recent days, even before the loss of the $662 up here. Now, we are trying to make a bottom signal. Okay, so is now a good moment to buy stocks because this reaction is quite meaningful? And the answer is yes, it is meaningful. However, we always gotta be careful and pay attention to our next inflection points, and that's what we're gonna do in today's video. Welcome to the Finance Hydra channel. My name is Nathan. It's a pleasure to see you guys over here. In this channel, we always analyze the market through the lens of technical analysis so we can design good, intelligent strategies that you can use in your practical life. Always managing risk properly, always with good information. So yes, we see the SPY making a nice reaction. Okay, this support level is quite meaningful because what we have here is a triple support level made by the 21-day EMA, the exponential moving average on the daily chart, made by the support level of this ascending channel, which only reinforces the idea that although we see a pullback over here, we are still bullish because we are still ascending. Okay, we are going up. All right, we are still maintaining the uptrend. What's more, we also see the $652 over here as another possible support level. We are slightly above this key point. We are finding a support level near the 21-day EMA, this purple trend line. So okay, that's a very nice and meaningful reaction. So is that a bottom signal? And the answer is almost. Okay, almost a bottom signal, because in order for us to see a technical bottom signal getting triggered, we must see confirmation. In other words, we gotta see a breakout of today's high tomorrow, okay, and preferably closing above it tomorrow. Okay, only then we're gonna have technical confirmation. It is just like this top signal over here, which we did identify together here in this channel as well, right? Here on this day, 2 days ago, September 23, I told you guys, that's a kind of crossroads, okay, because we are still below this resistance level, but we are still above this support level. If we see SPY closing below the 662, yes, our next technical target will be this support level. Okay, and that's precisely what SPY is doing right now. I told you guys this on this channel 2 days ago. Now that we fulfilled this bearish movement, we are trying to react, but again, we gotta confirm a technical bottom signal by breaking and closing above today's high tomorrow. Only then we may see this as a bottom signal, and this candle pattern has a name, okay? It is a dragonfly doji candle pattern, okay? It is not a reliable, insanely great bullish reversal candle pattern, but it is enough. Okay, it could be just enough for us to see another bottom signal before another rally. What's more, that's what SPY has been doing, okay? We are making pullbacks to this double support level, and then we bounce off. We make pullbacks, and then we bounce off. Pullback, bounce off, pullback, bounce off, pullback, bounce, pullback. Why not bounce again? Okay, so odds are that we are going to bounce off this key point as usual, because that's what SPY does more often than not. What's the catch over here? If we see SPY, now pay attention, if we see SPY losing today's low, which is around $654, if we lose today's low and close below it on the daily chart, we are going to completely reject the idea of a bottom signal. Okay, a bottom signal will be absolutely frustrated in this context. We are gonna lose the 21-day EMA, we're gonna lose this purple trend line, and we're gonna lose today's low, which is a technical bottom signal. Okay, so if we lose this key point, be aware, we may see a sharper correction ahead, possibly making a top signal on the weekly chart, which, by the way, deserves a pullback if you ask me. We are far away from the 21 weekly moving average. Guys, the last time we were near this moving average was here on April, okay, many months ago. So any pullback to this 21-day MA on the weekly chart, 21 weekly moving average on the weekly chart could be absolutely normal, not a reason to panic, but many people analyzing the daily chart will see that as a major catastrophe, as a major reversal, because we are losing key support levels. We are not gonna be bullish anymore, right? We are not gonna be ascending anymore. We may see a very ugly reversal from here, and that could be just a pullback on the weekly chart, but that could be more than enough for us to see many people panicking over here. So be aware of the 654 support level, okay? That's your key point, all right? That's the key point. That's the key point that I am analyzing for myself, okay? So $654. Only the loss of this key point could bring a technical reversal on the daily chart, meaning pullback on the weekly chart. As long as we stay above this key point, okay, so far so good. We are maintaining the bullish bias. And, but Nathan, what if we break today's high around 659 tomorrow? In this case, we are going to confirm a bottom signal, and then we may see SPY resuming the previous uptrend, making higher highs, higher lows. And yes, this means new all-time highs in the next few days or maybe weeks. Okay, so yes, that's a very important, critical, decisive moment for the SPY. It all depends on the direction of the next breakout. If we're gonna make an upwards breakout of the 659 or downwards breakout of the 654. Be aware of these key points in the next few days. Now, we have QQQ also above the 21-day EMA. Right now we are making a pullback, okay, just like SPY, right? We are correcting. The previous inflection point was 597. I also warned you guys here on this channel, guys, by losing the 597, yes, pullback to this 21-day EMA, maybe to the 583 again, could be a real possibility for us. Now we are reacting above the 21-day EMA, unlike SPY, which actually retested this support level. The QQQ didn't, okay? We have yet to technically reach this 21-day EMA, but still, hey, we are reacting already, all right? I am not going to complain, but it is still a delicate moment because a bottom signal would only be confirmed if we break this blue line over here at 595. We gotta break and preferably close above the 595 tomorrow or in the next few days in order to materialize a real bottom signal above this support area. Conversely, if we lose today's low at this red line over here around 588, yes, more pullback could happen over here in the next few days. Maybe only then we are going to actually reach the 583. Okay, but for now, yes, again, we are in a crossroads. We gotta wait for a clear breakout of one of these two inflection points, which now you must pay attention in the next few days. Now we have Nvidia also performing very well. Okay, actually, Nvidia is going up. Unlike SPY, QQQ, Tesla is a real, wow, Tesla going down 4%, okay. But Nvidia is actually going up 0.39%. Maybe it's a thing about the semiconductor industry, right? Because we see our dear AMD, right? Or AMD for the strangers. We see these two stocks going up today, right? So, hey, maybe it's a sector-related movement, but still, Nvidia is performing very well, is above the 21-day EMA right now again, right? We did a false breakout of this support level. Now we are reacting, closing above it, making a bullish candle. Okay, that's very nice. On the 1-hour chart, we see some stabilization. Okay, there is no clear insanely bearish reaction, but there is no bullish reaction either. If you ask me, since Nvidia reached our all-time high resistance level, we are making a pullback over here, right? Again, if you ask me, I would be happier to see Nvidia approaching the 165 support level. Why, Nathan? Because we are still inside a congestion. All right, that's still a congestion over here. Any pullback to the 165 is not gonna represent any real danger to the macro bull trend. Okay, on the weekly chart, we are still insanely bullish, but any medium-term pullback over here to lower levels is not enough to pose a real threat to the major uptrend on the weekly chart. Only the loss, the actual loss of the 165 could be a real deal for Nvidia. But as long as we stay above it, okay, we are still maintaining the overall bullish bias. But on the daily chart, medium-term wise, we are still inside an annoying congestion. Okay, so now it is nice to see Nvidia back to the 21-day EMA, making a bottom signal, but we must break the 184 resistance level as soon as possible, because only then we could see a technical upwards breakout of this congestion, and then Nvidia is going to make what Palantir did a few weeks ago, right? We saw Palantir inside a congestion over here, a quite annoying congestion. It is a shorter congestion, yes, but still, we saw this upwards breakout, and then Palantir resumed the previous bullish bias. Okay, so that's what I see in Nvidia right now. Okay, making a sideways congestion. It is a quite big congestion since July this year, right? So yes, we are inside a very annoying sideways movement, but if we see an upwards breakout, the $200 is going to be an easy target for Nvidia, because it is a rounded number and it is a psychological resistance level. That's our next technical target for Nvidia if we see an actual breakout of the 184. So pay attention to this key point next, over the next few days. Conversely, don't you agree that if Nvidia loses today's low at this red line over here, $173.13, don't you agree that if today the market's closed. Today the market is closed already. If tomorrow or in the next few days we see Nvidia losing this bullish candle's low, don't you agree that we are going to reject a possible bottom signal only to reinforce the bearish case to the 165? So if you are in Nvidia, if you are trading Nvidia right now, that's another major inflection point for you. $173.13. Observe it, because the loss of it could reverse the short-term trend on the 1 hour chart, right? Suggesting a medium-term pullback to the 165. That's how I see Nvidia right now. It is looking good, it is interesting, but we have yet to break the all-time high. So if you ask me, the risk-reward relationship is not that amazing on Nvidia right now. I see other stocks looking better, and we have Tesla making a technical top signal. Okay, again, right? This bearish reaction has a name. It is a below the stomach candle pattern. It is when we see the opening price below the previous day's close price, okay, and then we drop to close below the previous day's low. Okay, so that's a below the stomach. Conversely, yes, you may say, but Nathan, this candle wasn't above the stomach, right? Because it did the inverse. Yes. And that's why Tesla is so frustrating right now, okay? Because we see many conflicting signals. For every single bullish candle, we see another very powerful bearish candle in sequence. So how to deal with this situation? Well, on the 1 hour chart, we see a kind of double top over here, okay? So if you ask me, what's Tesla's most dangerous inflection point right now, short and medium term wise? $423, right where we are right now. okay? In the post-market, we are dropping 0.05%, not much. We are still near this support level. Now, you may ask why? Because this key point is the trigger point of this double top. Okay, we do see a double top. That's undeniable. Okay, we see that going on. So the trigger point is 423. If we lose this key point tomorrow, yes, we may see a technical top signal getting triggered on Tesla, suggesting a medium-term pullback to our next support level. And if you ask me, we have a very powerful support level over here, near the $396, because this key point is an open gap. Gaps work as magnets when trends reverse, and it is very close to the 21-day EMA. All right, so we have a double support level over here that could hold Tesla's price. Like we see on SPY, for instance, we saw a top signal getting triggered, then a pullback to a support level, to a double support level, made by the trend line, made by this 21-day EMA. So that's precisely what I see for Tesla next. If we actually trigger our top signal, okay, because this top signal wasn't technically triggered yet, okay, we gotta wait for more confirmation. Today's breakout was not meaningful, was not interesting. I prefer to see a better candle closing below this support level tomorrow to confirm a bearish case medium term wise. Okay, and again, when I say bearish case, I mean a pullback, not necessarily a reversal. All right, remember that any pullback to this support level could be another buying opportunity. And that's how I see Tesla right now, okay? I'm just waiting for a pullback, because after a pullback, the risk-reward ratio of Tesla or any other stock becomes better, okay? Becomes more appealing, because if you buy, at least you are buying near a support level. Let's say, hypothetically, all right, you want to buy SPY over here. Where is going to be your stop loss? Below today's low, 654, okay? And where is your target? The all-time high, maybe even this resistance level of this ascending channel. So that's the size of your potential reward, while that's the size of your stop loss. If you are wrong, you're going to lose a little. If you are right, you can nail a phenomenal movement. Do that every single day, every single time, after 100 trades. Even if you have a very poor accuracy rate, like 50% of the time, you would still be profitable, because you know how to manage risk properly. You know how to maximize your profits and mitigate your losses to one single candle. That's how we do every single day in this channel, and that's how we do on our Telegram channel as well. If you want to have access to our exclusive trading signals, ideas, and strategies, join our Telegram channel, because there I reveal to you the stocks we are actually trading. Okay, it is free to try. Free to try, no strings attached, okay? For 7 days, see for yourself how our trading methodology works. If it works for you, phenomenal. We have hundreds of traders over there making money every single day using our swing trading methodology, which has a very solid track record, all right? So just join us over there. The link to my website is in this video's description, okay? Now, guys, we have Tesla making a top signal. Okay, phenomenal. Now, what about our dear AMD, right? Or AMD, for those who don't know it any better. Well, our dear AMD is trying to react, trying to make another bottom signal. By breaking this 21-day EMA, AMD could actually recover, seek higher levels, and it is very close to the trigger point of this double bottom chart pattern. Okay, because we do see a double bottom over here, right? A bottom here again. By breaking this key point, well, we could fly to retest much higher levels, if you ask me. That's our chance to retest the 186 again. Okay, but we gotta break this key point as soon as possible. We have a double resistance area we have a double resistance area up here. Okay, so that's the key point. We must see AMD triggering, breaking before another meaningful bullish rally. Okay, and I will confess, AMD is one of the stocks that I have on my personal radar. I have a few strategies for it. I did share on my Telegram channel, so again, join us over there. Link is in this video's description. Okay, and we have Palantir. Palantir frustrated the idea of a bottom signal. Okay, we are still above the 178. That's phenomenal, right? We saw a false breakout of this support level, but hey, that was just to scare the bears, all right? I'm so sorry, the bulls, all right? But apparently, they were not scared because we are still making a bullish candle. Ah, but Nathan, we are collapsing 0.25% today. Yes, we are, but the candle is still bullish. Now, in the post-market, we are correcting a little bit more. If we close below this, if we actually close below this key point tomorrow, then okay. Then we may see another pullback on Palantir. Again, if a pullback happens, well, the 21-day MA, the 163 is going to be our next possible support levels. Any bottom signal near one of these key points could be another buying opportunity. That's how I see Palantir right now, because if you ask me, our technical target is still the $190. Okay, I still see Palantir getting there, okay, so it's just a matter of time, all right? So we'll see, okay? Either way, we have a few support levels down here. Let's see how Palantir is going to behave tomorrow. Remember, any pullback could be another buying opportunity. Now, we have Broadcom. This one looks interesting. This one is making what Palantir could make in the next few days, all right? Pullback to the 21-day MA, and right now we see a bullish reaction, which has a name, by the way. This bullish reaction is called hammer candle pattern. According to Thomas Bukowski's studies, a hammer candle pattern reverses the trend 60% of the time, all right? And guys, I am working on a technical analysis class for you guys, absolutely for free. Okay, I will make it available here on this channel as soon as possible. A complete technical analysis class containing all the most important candlesticks, chart patterns that we trade every single day. We actually trade, and I will show you guys actual examples of trades we did in the past. So yes, I firmly believe you guys are going to enjoy this content, and honestly, I will show you guys technical analysis in a way that you never saw it before. Trust me, okay? You'll never see charts the same way again. I never saw here on YouTube or anywhere else a technical analysis class the way I'm designing to you guys. So it is going to be wild. I'm sure you are going to like. Okay, now back to our analysis. We see a bottom signal above a double support level made by the 21-day MA and the $331. So yes, that's a very nice bottom signal. If Broadcom triggers this bottom signal, it has everything to continue the bullish momentum, maybe to retest the previous resistance level at $374. Okay, so but pay attention, because if we drop again and lose and close below the $331, well, we may reject this hammer candle pattern and seek lower levels like the 308, okay, which is going to be our next technical target. It is an open gap, and again, gaps work as magnets for the price when trends reverse. Okay, so be aware of this support level and be aware of this resistance level, because they are going to be extremely important for us in the next few days. Now we have Amazon. You guys ask me a lot about Amazon, okay? I don't know why, because Amazon is doing nothing. It is just dying, okay? It is just collapsing. It did a lower high, lower low over here, and for now there is not a single bullish reaction suggesting a bottom signal or a possible bounce, because even if we see Amazon recovering, we may see just another bounce, all right, because we are below, way below the 21-day EMA. It is not like Tesla above the 21-day EMA, right? Any pullback could be just a healthy pullback before another rally. Broadcom still above the 21-day EMA, right? After a pullback over here, it is reacting phenomenal. Let me see. And NVIDIA around this 21-day EMA, right? SPY still above the 21-day EMA. So these stocks are still maintaining their bullish biases. Amazon is not. Amazon is below the 21-day EMA, so you gotta bear in mind that any recovery, any bounce will face this 21-day EMA as a major annoying resistance level, and any bounce could be another dead cat bounce before another collapse. Okay, before another collapse to the $211, because that's our next major support level, okay, down here. So you gotta be aware. For now, there is no technical evidence confirming a bounce. There is not a single bullish candle. Even if we see one, that's not gonna be enough to convince me, at least, that Amazon will turn bullish again. So, well, I'm sorry guys to be the harbinger of bad news, all right? But yes, that's how I see Amazon right now, my honest opinion, okay? And we have SoFi, or SoFi, for those who are closer to the stock, right? Maintaining the bullish bias, okay, above the 21-day EMA. Right now we see another pullback, okay, pullback to this support level. If we see a recovery, phenomenal, that's gonna be phenomenal. We're gonna maintain the bullish bias as usual. Now, what could technically reverse this scenario? The loss of 27.06, okay? And if you watch this video without subscribing and without clicking on the like button, that's going to be a major catalyst for SoFi, and SoFi will reverse. So subscribe and click the like button, because clearly you are still enjoying this video. No one likes technical analysis to the point of watching a 26-minute without subscribing, okay? So please subscribe and join this channel, all right? Clearly you are not a Gen Z, okay? Your brain was not melted by TikTok yet. All right, so, well, 26 minutes, yes, now I have more courage to ask you to subscribe, okay? So join this channel, like, and you are more than welcome to join this community, okay? Now, yes, pull back over here, $27, phenomenal. Only the loss of this key point along with the 21-day EMA could be a major reversal, so be aware of this key point in the next few days, all right? As long as you stay above this key point, phenomenal. The bullish bias will just persist, okay? Either way, I'll be here to keep you guys updated every single day on this channel, so subscribe, join, click on the like button, and join our Telegram channel for exclusive signals, strategies, and much more. I'm sure you're going to like what we have to offer. Thank you very much, guys. Stay safe. See you guys tomorrow. Bye-bye.